Once we've done all of our work, I can assure you that they're no longer going to be members of the Cleveland Police Department.
Who dummied up charges against a Channel 3 reporter? We'll see how the deck stacks up for tomorrow's Illinois primary. Jim Hooley says pink Cadillacs and rabid Springsteen fans go for round 2 with the boss. The national anthem goes haywire and wins our new Davis Cup Award. And we'll ask meteorologist Steve Brown, what's holding spring back anyway? Coming up next.
Elmhurst School demonstrates 1, 2, 3, go. The fast breakfast you order by number at McDonald's. Order 1, thank you, Susie, and get an Egg McMuffin, hot hash browns, and a regular breakfast beverage. Maria demonstrates number 2. The same combo, but with our sausage biscuit with egg. While Jason's number 3 features a hot bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. So try it. Note, when using the drive-thru, please say the number. But hurry, each breakfast is under $2, but soon that price will be 1, 2, 3 gone.
Hey, do me a favor, and don't assume you know what I'll drive. Fact is, I went to a Jeep Eagle dealer, and I'm glad I did, for a lot of reasons.
One reason is the 1988 Eagle Premier, the car with European sophistication and handling, with more interior room than Cressida, better highway mileage than Maxima, and a powertrain warranty longer than anything coming out of Japan.
Hey, we've all got standards. Mine are high.
See your superstar Jeep Eagle dealers, where you can expect the best.
One never knows, does one, when luck will come along. Unexpectedly, things can turn out right or wrong. One never knows.
The uncertainty of business. Ohio Bell's answer for it is the Centrex communication system, with all the technology and flexibility you'll ever need. Centrex.
'Cause one never knows.
WKYC TV, Cleveland, Akron. And now, Channel 3 News with Bob McBride, Steve Brown, and Jim Donovan.
Good evening. Tonight, Mayor George Voinovich vows that any police who dummied up traffic tickets and invalid arrest warrants will be kicked off the force. All of this is more fallout from our series of stories on police loafing. Car 224, where are you? We have 2 stories tonight. First, Channel 3's Tom Barris with more on the investigation and Voinovich's reaction.
When I got word that this was going on, I called the chief and I told him, you get control of that department. I want to find out who's responsible for this. I'm not going to have our police officers abuse the power that they have under their oath of office.
George Voinovich was out of town last week when he learned about all this. Phony traffic tickets, an arrest warrant against Channel 3 reporter Paul Orlowski, an apparent attempt to set him up after his reports about police wasting time. And this weekend, a similar case. Rocky River man William Crone found out he was a wanted man who shouldn't have been. Bogus forged tickets and a warrant could have landed him in jail. He's got an old lawsuit pending against police and thinks this could be payback. Voinovich pledges guilty police will pay.
I think that we have a couple of bad apples here, and by making examples of them, it will clarify that we don't do this.
There's tough talk from Police Chief Howard Rudolph, calling this despicable conduct that cannot and will not be tolerated, disgraceful action that's tainted every police officer. Investigators have raided the lockers of 2 2nd District patrolmen. They were called in, told their targets of this probe, but so far no arrests or charges. Investigators are carefully building their case to make sure it's airtight. Sources tell us that both lockers belong to veteran patrolmen who had both worked with the officer originally assigned the book the bad tickets came from. Police have not found the rest of the tickets in that book yet. Joe Mossbrook has more on flaws and how police keep track of traffic tickets.
The trail of controls begins here at the police supply unit, where a runner from each police district picks up cases of tickets and signs the logbook for them.
And he will take those cases back and have them signed for by the administrative sergeant of each district. And they, in turn, will issue them to the 3 platoons.
The platoon sergeant then issues the tickets to the individual policeman.
They sign a logbook or a ledger as to when, as far as the date goes, to which officer, received the tickets and the sequential numbers of the tickets in that particular ticket book.
A police department order says officers shall be responsible for all books issued to them.
He must account for any book issued to him.
But in practice, some policemen tell us that some ticket books float around from policeman to policeman, and some get lost.
One of the officers may forget, you know, the book, leave it in the zone car inadvertently.
This is the main weakness in the system. In practice, individual policemen are not held strictly responsible for the tickets issued to them. After an officer writes tickets, they're placed in this locked box and delivered to the police data processing center, where they're sorted to make up court date dockets.
We take out a docket, hand it to the girl in the back who key punches them. We put them back in the drawer here.
But there's no attempt to track down unused tickets or to determine if tickets were really written by the policeman to whom they were issued. Here, the ticket is taken to the clerk of courts.
We input it in our personal computer so that we have a record of every moving violation.
But the police department, despite its own policy, does not have tight controls over what happens to each ticket it issues to individual policemen. Joe Mossbrook, Channel 3 News.
A case like this one we've been talking about possibly could wind up before the newly created Cleveland Police Review Board. Today, Mayor Voinovich named 5 nominees to serve on it. Now, this review board is made up not of police officials, but of civilians who will investigate complaints of police misconduct, including brutality. City Council now has 30 days to approve or reject the Voinovich list. The nominees include an attorney, an assistant principal in the Cleveland schools, 2 community activists, and a retired city commissioner. State news tonight, more than 2,000 Columbus people were evacuated from work today when a construction crew drilled right into a natural gas main. The fear here was that the spewing gas would explode. The leak quickly was sealed off, however. Both evacuated office buildings were reopened as soon as the gas was capped. Still ahead tonight, you have a backstage pass to tomorrow's Illinois primary. And how about a front row seat with the boss? Jim Hooley has details.
The U.S. ambassador expressed his deepest concern.
Compounding problems even further as the strike moves into its
Maybe you can't stop the world, but for a week or so, you can get off. Right now, you can cruise on the Norway and take someone special along for half price. Call your travel agent soon. Norwegian Cruise Line, the world's best way to leave the world behind.
The Lincoln Town Car, please.
Oh, I remember, sir.
Oh, no.
This is my car. My new Lincoln Town Car, please. Oh, very good, sir.
More and more discerning people are making the obvious choice. Lincoln Town Car. Uncompromised, unmistakable.
He finally listened.
Lincoln. What a luxury car should be.
Runway 23 is clear. Taxi in position.
Now you can take your car to a new high in performance. With new Sohio Super, our highest octane gasoline. It keeps valves and intake systems clean and free of deposits other gasolines leave behind.
Station to driver, you're cleared for takeoff.
High-octane Sohio Super to give your car the lift it needs.
La 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 la. Every limbo boy and girl all around the limbo world.
Now Ponderosa introduces a delicious ribeye and fried shrimp dinner at a very low price.
Hello, can you go?
Included is our all-you-can-eat salad buffet, baked potato, new home-style soups, and hot veggies, all at the very low price of $4.99. Ponderosa's ribeye and shrimp dinner. We know the value of a good family meal.
The Dental Center at Sears, with the world's largest waiting room, offers braces you can afford, as low as $1,600. Now you have every reason to smile.
Politics tonight. Illinois voters are about to have their day in the sun. This is the eve of their presidential primary, a day of reckoning for both GOP and Democratic candidates. Jim Upshaw of our sister station WRC-TV now has details.
With a new poll indicating Jesse Jackson now has caught up with him, that other Illinois favorite, Paul Simon, waited for commuters outside Chicago this morning and was glad to greet potential voters, saying he had to win this state to stay in the '88 race. Money is running out, and as Simon put it, quote, a strong second isn't very strong.
Need your help tomorrow. Good morning.
Another Democrat, Michael Dukakis, might be happy with second here. He holds a national delegate lead and in TV commercials and elsewhere is trying to chip away at Simon's native advantage by accusing him of pinning his hopes on old-style convention brokering. What strikes one Chicago political scientist is that despite what's gone on so far in this campaign, or because of it, many people don't seem to care about tomorrow's primary.
There isn't a burning passion out there that I can sense for any one candidate. And I include Jesse Jackson on that list.
The hottest Chicago issue is who should be Cook County Circuit Court clerk. Former Mayor Jane Byrne, Aurelia Paczynski, daughter of a controversial Democratic machine politician, or the colorful Republican Edward Radolia. All the above more familiar and important to half the state's voters tomorrow than, for example, a man who finds those voters deeply important himself. Bob Dole expected to finish far behind George Bush in the Republican primary, but still trying to convince people he means to stay in the race, no matter what Illinois hands him.
Maybe we can start my political recovery here.
Why not? We will check back with Jim Upshaw at 11 tonight.
Chevrolet Cavalier. You could get extra cost options like power steering and cloth bucket seats. You could pay more and get intermittent wipers and tinted glass. Or you could pay over $900 less and get this comparably equipped Dodge Aries America. At your Dodge dealer, we think that charging more is, well, heartless.
It's got to be a Dodge, and it's got to be your Northern Ohio Dodge dealer.
At Chi-Chi's, we're not just talking big, we're talking huge. We're talking El Grande. It's our El Grande meal deal. A cheesy appetizer, your choice of a beef, chicken, or new seafood El Grande burro, and dessert. This meal is big, except for the price. Then we're talking small. Very, very small. The El Grande meal deal. At Chi-Chi's, when you feel a little Mexican.
Place, Southland Shopping Center. The event, LensCrafters' new store grand opening. The promise, quality glasses in about an hour. LensCrafters' in-store laboratories prepare your lenses and frames with meticulous care and precision. That's how we promise and deliver quality glasses in about an hour. At Westgate Mall, Richmond Mall, and our new store at Southland Shopping Center next to Sears.
What do you got?
2 pairs.
Let's see them.
2 pairs of men's leather dress shoes. Just $45 at Endicott Johnson and Father and Son. What do you got?
Same thing. 2 pairs, $45.
Me too, boys. Looks like we all win.
Draw your 2 pair of men's leather dress shoes. Just $45 at Endicott Johnson and Father and Son. You're going to really clean up with savings of $14 to $28.
Get your brakes fixed right the first time. Miticize for just $59 an accident. It's a lot for $59, but that's how much we care.